canned mushroom soup. It's okay for casseroles, but that canned stuff can't hold a candle to homemade mushroom soup. Right, Iowa Mom?
That's right, little buddy. I start by squirting a little olive oil in the bottom of the fry pan and heat it up. I set my timer for 2 minutes so that it doesn't get too hot while I'm cutting up my onions. A half an onion, just cut it up in small pieces. I'm going to put this in the pan to brown. Again, I'll set the timer for 2 minutes while I'm working on the mushrooms. We're going to be using the Baby Bella mushrooms, and they have the best flavor for mushrooms, I think. I'm taking about a handful. I'll wash them. We're going to cut these up in bite-sized little pieces. I really like these little steak knives that have the serrated edge. They just cut up small things like this so easily. And I like using these fresh portobellos because they have so much more flavor than like a canned mushroom. Now I've got my heaping 2 cups of mushrooms. Now I'm going to add a little more olive oil to the onions that have already browned. And it won't take us very long to get these browned up. If your onions are getting really done, you could always take those out and brown the mushrooms separately. Okay, a little more oil. You want it to have enough oil that you can see the little edges going there. You don't want that to get too dry when you're frying these. I'm going to put that temperature down. We don't want it to smoke. Okay, while that's browning, I'm going to put a timer for 1 minute because I do not want to let those overcook. Ah, there it went. Those look nice and brown, so we turn off the stove. Next, we're going to be making a white sauce, and we're going to be using 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 3 tablespoons of flour, and then we're using a whisk to combine those together. I'm doing this before I put it on the stove because I want that to be thoroughly blended together before it starts to heat. Otherwise, you can end up with lumpy sauce if you don't get that fully mixed together before heating. 4 cups of liquid, and this is going to be all almond milk, but you could use part broth, but best would be just to use the milk. Now we've got seasoning. 1 teaspoon of salt, a half teaspoon of pepper. Mix it together. Now we're going to heat this until it comes to a boil. I'm going to use a regular spoon here. I put the timer on every minute so I stir it so it doesn't start to burn on the bottom. It's been 6 minutes now, and you can see how it's gotten nice and thick. We're going to add our mushrooms and onions into that sauce. I've got to turn it down because it's wanting to boil now. Getting all that good stuff in there. Okay, about a teaspoon of soy sauce. Give it a little squirt. Stir this, turn it down on low, put the timer on for a minute. We'll stir it, another minute, then we're done. We're dishing up the soup, and it does make 2 nice large bowls. This soup is great for a wintry day like this, but you know what? It's good any time of year. This is Lana, Shea, and Iowa Mom. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more, go to youtube.com/an Iowa Mom videos. Then click on the video tab for a whole list.